shit. Yes. Hey, I'm calling up from North Carolina, and you are now watching the film, the Franco Show. Hello and welcome to the Wednesday show. If you're not familiar, my name's Philip DeFranco, and this show really isn't a show. It's just me talking about some of the stuff that matters the newest to me, starting with Gerard Depardieu. Gerard is apparently a European actor that's in the news because he urinated on a plane yesterday. What is with people peeing in public on planes? The good news is that Gerard, unlike the urinator we talked about last week, did not pee on a sleeping girl. But according to reports, Gerard was just infuriated because for 15 minutes he needed to go to the bathroom, and flight attendants said, no, you can't. You can't. Because God forbid when we depart from people actually getting on the plane to when we go up in the air, you stand up. You might cause the plane to crash. And if you've been on a plane recently, you know what I'm talking about. For the 15 minutes from when everyone stops getting on to when you're up in the air, or if there's a delay, sometimes 90 minutes, you're not allowed to get up and go to the bathroom. And it all kind of depends on your flight attendant. Every now and then I'll be like the last person on the plane, and you know, with a connecting flight, I'm like, flustered, my bladder is like ready to explode out of my mouth, and they'll be like, you know, I'm gonna look this way, you're not supposed to do it, do it. But every now and then you get that flight attendant, it's all about that Schadenfreude. If you're unfamiliar with that word, it is a German word they made up to talk about people gaining pleasure from other people's suffering. It all kind of depends on how much of a Nazi your flight attendant is. It's usually the old ones that hate their job and their life and everyone around them. And ladies, you might not be able to understand this. Most women I know have some like magic power to be able to wish their need to pee away. No idea how you do that. By the way, that's how you get kidney infection. The more you know about kidney infection. But that just doesn't work for guys. And you know what? I'm taking a very odd stance on this. I support Gerard. In fact, I think Gerard shouldn't have just waited 15 minutes and peed in the aisle. He should have peed on the flight attendant. Because if you're going to treat a grown man like a baby, he should act like a baby. So Gerard, even though you have a creepy-ass face, not saying that you're a child molester, but I wouldn't let you watch my kids, I salute you, sir. Now let's move on to a story about the clothing company Abercrombie & Fitch. The reason they're in the news today is they are offering a substantial amount of money to Mike the Situation from the Jersey Shore to not wear their clothing anymore. A&F releasing a statement that says, we are deeply concerned that Mr. Sorrentino's association with our brand could cause significant damage to our image. We understand the show is entertainment, blah, 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 blah. Why does Mike the Situation seem so date rapey? I'm paraphrasing the end part. You have to wonder, how much do you suck as a person that a hypersexualized brand like Abercrombie & Fitch goes, oh, we get what you're about, but just don't wear our clothing. We'll give you money. You can buy something with Ed Hardy fucking a dragon on a motorcycle or something, and it'll be sweet. How much do you suck? Spoiler alert. A lot. You suck a lot. So there's that story. The Situation sucks at life. And we move on to a story about girls that should never be around the situation. High school girls. And that is because today is an amazing day in America where a federal judge in Indiana said 15 to 16-year-old high school girls have the right to take select pictures. God bless this great country. Oh, it sounds so creepy. But yeah, a 15 and 16-year-old girl who had a slumber party and took some risky pictures, including the girls pretending to kiss each other, one of the girls licking a lollipop between another girl's legs, and the girls posing like one was doing anal sex to the other. So someone ratted out the girls on those pictures on Facebook to the principal of the school. The principal said, hey, that's slutty. I'm going to suspend you and kick you off all your extracurriculars. And then the girls were all like, shoo, no you don't. Just so you know, all 16-year-old girls sound like that in my head. And they took them to court, and the judge said, no, that's fine. What people do at home, whether it's risque or not, is their own doing. They weren't actually having sex, they weren't naked, so, if anything, it's just creepy that the principal was looking at those pictures. But outside of the ruling, it does come to a moral question. At what point does a girl become a woman? And I mean that in two ways. One, when do people grow up? And two, when is it creepy to have sex with them? I personally am terrified of young girls. I love your faces, just not with any part of my body. Some African tribes believe they lose their soul when someone takes their picture. That same idea, but with young girls' vaginas. For me, that might have been the weirdest thing I've ever said. But let's move on. And we move to a far less creepy story, and that is an update from the London riot. Acting Commissioner Tim Godwin said that they are looking to charge 3,000 people for the riot. As of right now, after 1,700 arrests, they have charged over 1,000 people. And the investigation called Operation Withern is continuing to go forward. There are about 22 hours of CCTV footage. They're talking to over 500 police officers, and they're saying the arrests and the investigations are far from over. over. And I say awesome. This is a very big step for London. If they can get anywhere near the 3,000 figure, it'll at least show their people are held responsible for what they do most of the time. Maybe your police will no longer be smacked around and ridiculed and considered not really anything to be scared of. So London, good on you. And from there we move on to our best of the day, Anne Hathaway. You know, a lot of people jump on Anne Hathaway, but regardless of who I say my favorite person is, Anne Hathaway has always been near the top of that list. Never faltering. And you know, a lot of people have been jumping on Anne Hathaway because she's Catwoman in the next Batman movie. A lot of people saying the outfit, not that exciting. People saying it's boring. Just saying negative things. Paparazzi surrounding her, and last night she was on Conan O'Brien, and she said that the way that she deals with the anger inside of her is she makes rap songs, and then she performs said rap song.
Don't act so hotsy-totsy, bitch, I know that you from Jersey. Pop, 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 scream all you want, won't make me stop.
Favorite person in the world. And if you have extra time, and this isn't a sponsorship or anything, youtube.com/TeamCoco. It's awesome. A lot of good stuff there, including Anne Hathaway's full video. And in our final story of the day, we talk about the U.S. military losing over $360 million directly to Afghanistan insurgents. Washington has realized after examining a lot of the numbers of their contracts in Afghanistan, you know, they have a lot of third-party contractors that do things like trucking or just anything over there, helping rebuild. And it turns out that some of the companies over there that won the U.S. military contract had connections to and laundered money to Afghanistan insurgents, meaning that in a roundabout way, the U.S. military helped fund the people shooting at them. And while $360 million is not a huge chunk of the $31 billion budget over there, the way Afghanis fight and the weapons they use are very cheap, and $360 million buys a lot of weapons to kill U.S. soldiers. And it's just another story that we see that 80% of the war out there isn't shooting people. It's information and money. Scary, scary stuff. But guys, that's most everything that mattered to me. If you want to read more about all the stories we talked about, links to those stories, pretty much everything that we've done today. I like to include a few galleries. Today we have a new vlog that I think you will enjoy, so check that out. Movie Club 2 if you love movies. We move on to the final thing today, and that is where I give you something. I'm awesome like that sometimes.
Entrails of a virgin. Classy. Really fucking classy. That's something when the title tells me that the movie will most likely have two things: intestines and rape.
Oh, wait. It's foreign? And it's subtitled?
Okay. Well, I guess I can give the intestines a chance.
Also, it's legitimate subtitles, and not those mysteriously placed smart-ass titles from Necromantic.
I'm a cinema snob. I may not be able to speak a foreign language, but I do speak subtitle.
What's this here? Are we spying on the filming of The Geek? This is still closer than I want to be to Sasquatch's cock.
The hell was that?
No, okay. It's a film crew shooting, I don't know, a Japanese college film. Did you know hoses make cardboard rainbows? I think they stole that prop from the set of Geek Maggot Bingo. Just what the hell kind of movie are they making here? Oh, I get it. It's Entrails of the Avant-Garde Virgin.
That's a virgin I can get behind. Wow, that came out wrong.
Entrails of a Virgin is a movie widely known for having a lot of sex and nudity, which means there's going to be a lot of stuff I can't show.
But I can show this. Guess what she just did?
So far, we don't really know anything about this film crew, but whatever, random sex scene. Why are they showing the fucking this early in the movie? I've rarely seen a climax act as a prologue. Maybe after the fucking we can find out what's really going on in this movie. Or we can show someone riding a bike through a rainbow.
Does this movie even have a plot?
Although this could symbolize that there's some things in the movie that are wide enough to ride a bike through.
Honey, you should get me started on Chester Novel Turner. Then I'm really fucking